I'm really overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed to be a part of this amazing thing.
I think it only dawned on me when I was on the sets that I was actually a part of this thing. Because those sets were so realistic, and it really did feel like you were on another planet. And yeah, I really, that's when it dawned on me, and it was quite dwarfing, but also really exciting.
Star Wars has been a part of my life. I first remember seeing it when I was around 6, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. And I do remember saying, after I saw the 3 films, saying, I would like to be in a Star Wars film, and was told they don't make them anymore. And so in 2012, when I heard that they were being made again, and that J.J. Abrams would be directing, who's someone that I'd wanted to work with for a long time. I'd really loved his work. I thought it was brilliantly executed and multi-dimensional, but had heart, and this combination of things I thought was truly exceptional. I mean, I just never thought I'd managed to pull this one off.
There have been the largest red carpets I've ever tread, and I didn't know that was possible because I've tread quite a few. Yeah, it was huge. It was huge, and the excitement was palpable, and but it just felt so celebratory, and it continues to feel that way as people get to meet the film. You know,
I've never met a person that doesn't love Star Wars, and it does something very specific and very smart in a way that feels organic. It seems to be focused around families, the complexity of families and hope. And this film has so much humour in it as well. It's truly a delightful experience as well as a very moving one.
you know, I think that when George Lucas created Star Wars, he put at the center of it Princess Leia, who was an incredible character. She was spunky, and she was pretty, and she got her way, and you know, she spoke her mind, and I think she inspired something in a lot of girls around the world.
I think Daisy Ridley is a brilliant talent. She gives a really exceptional performance. I'm so overwhelmed by her talent, and she's such a thoroughly nice person.
Maz Kanata is a pirate, and she has lived for over 1,000 years. She has a colorful past, and she owns a bar.
And Lupita Nyong'o is someone that I have admired and really wanted to work with in some way. And I love what she brings to the part. She brings, in my opinion, she brings real soul to it. And I feel incredibly lucky to be playing Captain Phasma. I found, to me, the concept of this character was so attractive that she's an unconventional character, and that we form a relationship with her based on her actions and her character foremost, rather than immediately the way she's made in flesh. And the fan response has been so overwhelming. Even before the film came out, people seemed to love this character for what it stood for.
Well, I watched the first films because I needed to remind myself of the feel, the look, the feel, the attitude of Star Wars. That was very informative. And yeah, and spent a lot of time on Wikipedia trying to figure out what all those terms were.
I actually found it quite a nice secret to keep. And there would be moments when I think, oh, I really want to tell you, but I can't. But there's a certain delight in being lucky enough to have that information, and lucky enough that that secret is, I'm in Star Wars. You can't really get, in my mind, you can't really get a lot better or more surprising than that.
How is this film different? Well, it's a whole new story. It's a whole new story. But what's cool about it, it's in that world that we recognize. So there's like that comfort and excitement of revisiting a world that you once knew and loved for those who have known this world. But then it's also welcoming to a new fan base who have never experienced a galaxy far, far away. And they get to experience this wholesome story. And it's, I think at the heart of this film is the relationships, and I think that's has always been important to the saga, that it's about family, it's about togetherness, it's about purpose and belonging.